name's Leah Vassell and I am here in Cardiff because I am in the cast of Fantastically Great Women Who Changed the World.
Really make history.
See the smoke trails crossing in the sky. Show me the way, show me the way. Ooh, see the world open up as you glance down below.
Starts out with a little girl called Jane. She's on a school trip to a museum and she ends up getting lost in the Gallery of Greatness, and it's this unopened exhibition and it basically comes to life, and it's all these amazing women throughout history from all different places in the world, and they all sort of come out of the paintings per se, and they take Jane on a journey that she needs to hear. She's feeling very lost in her life and going through some family matters, and these women show her basically that any path is great as long as you stay true to yourself. It's very much feminist, uplifting, great for the family and also young people who maybe feel like they don't know where they want to go with life, and these women show them that there's no limits or bounds to what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, being such a young actor along your path, you know, what inspired you to kind of get involved with this production?
I think I've grown up in a house, very female house, and my dad, bless his soul, it's been me, my older sister, and then my mum, all very strong women. So I've always been brought up to be very, stand my ground, speak my mind. So I feel like this is like a personified version of me, and these women that I've learned so much of from being in this process. It's just definitely a show that is everything that I stand for, so I'm so grateful to be able to tell their stories and act as these women that have definitely shaped who I am when I was a kid and learning about them at school. So, yeah.
Play a number of different roles, and then within those roles is other kind of roles. I mean, what's it like flipping between each character?
You know, it's hard, and I didn't realise how many accents there were going to be. Like, that is definitely the biggest one, the accents, because they're so specific. I mean, sure, Rosa Parks is from sort of South America, but once you start actually getting into the nitty-gritty, she's so southern. That's definitely difficult, and also making them different as an actor and for the audience, so that they don't merge into one, because they are different women. They're their own entities and bring their own sort of like inspirational and like experiences. They bring different things to Jade, so it's important to, you know, capture them as individuals and honour that.
Yeah. Was it fun, like, kind of learning about them as well?
100%. I mean, I'd heard of most of the women, but I didn't have the privilege of learning about all of them at school.
Just stepping in their shoes.
Yeah. So Mary Seacole, like, she is from Jamaica, and that's where like my heritage is as well, and I'd heard about her but sadly had only learned about Florence Nightingale, and she is very much involved in that same time, but just not as spoken about, so that was really eye-opening. Like, I've learned so much, especially also being on stage with the other actors who play the other women as well, like learning about them. It's just been like really rewarding and eye-opening. Yeah.
And who was your favourite character to play?
Question, because I can never pick. I think Amelia Earhart, I knew the least about her, and also I think she's who I want to be. She's so confident, so just like unapologetically herself. I think deep down that's who I would hope I grow up to be. I want to be like her when I grow up. Yeah.
And you know, we came to see the show yesterday. It was fantastic, and obviously it's a new show. What do you hope that the audience takes away from this?
I hope that it's not only things that, you know, young people and young female little girls, I hope it's not just them. I hope it's a wide variety of people that go, that's true actually. I feel like we all have a point in our lives where we go, what am I doing? What is my purpose? What's going on? And I hope it's a nice environment to sit back and go, okay, something struck a chord with me there, or someone said something, because a lot of the words that we say in the musical are like direct quotes from these women, and I hope that like people grab onto maybe just one sentence, one quote that makes them go, okay, it is okay to not know where I want to go or what I want to do yet. You know, I will find my swing of things and find what inspires me, and a lot of these women peaked late, as in not in their 20s, which is absolutely fine, and look how amazing they are and how we're celebrating them now. It's not about age or time, like we're all on our own path, and I hope that people go, it's okay no matter where you are in the road. Yeah.
And you've just come off the back of doing Six in the West End.
I was an alternate, so I played Jane Seymour and Catherine Parr. So I died and survived. But I also covered all 6 of them eventually. So I went on stage for all 6 of the Queens, which was literally like my biggest achievement ever thus far. I'm so proud of being able to do that. Yeah.
And I mean, and this show has been referred to as Six's little sister type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that kind of being in Six kind of helped you kind of, get into kind of characters, as it were?
Definitely. I think just honouring who these women were back then, rather than, what the current theatre industry wants to hear. These are real people, and I think honouring who they were and the values that they stood by back then is really important. It's not just about the pop singing and the riffing, even though that is very fun, and I love doing that, and I love the audience's reaction when they hear amazing high notes and stuff like that. I think Six definitely set me up. Also, I've got an A-level in history because my parents very much made me get a backup plan just in case. So I'm glad that's being put to use.
Yeah, not many people get to use every bit of their kind of education.
yeah, I know. I got upset when my parents, made me do extra A-levels just in case drama school didn't go my way. But I look back and I think I'm grateful. Mum and Dad, so thank you.
Fantastic. And for anyone who hasn't really kind of quite decided whether or not they should come to the Wales Millennium Centre this week, why should they come?
I mean, first of all, it's the most stunning theatre thus far on our tour. So beautiful just to even be in this building and be in the theatre on that stage. But I think if you want a good night out, and also I love learning and being told things that I don't know anything about. And if you're someone who likes that, also just loves great songs, and seeing 5-6 different women on stage giving everything they've got to these historical women, I think it's definitely for you.
No one else sees the world like you do, and that